All right. Hello, everyone. I just wanted to quickly do a quick video to kind of show an overview of our new Rectrac system. So as you can see, this new system is called Rectrac 3.1 Live. It is a completely web-based application. So there's a Google Chrome link on the desktop of the Watts desktop computers that'll take you straight to this web page where you'll be able to log into the system. Our username is Watts. It's the username, all lowercase, and the password is Watts, all lowercase. So when it sign in, it'll prompt you for a resume session or start new session. My recommendation would be to start a new session each time. Go ahead and hit continue, and it'll bring you to the main screen. So this is your home screen. There's passive processing, global sales, and super grid processing. On the top here, this home house button will always bring you back to the home. There's a menu that you can actually search in and find any other access points. And along the left side is also some kind of quick links to those three favorites, which is passive processing, global sales, and super grid processing. So the first thing I'm going to show you is super grid processing. So once you click on this, it will default bring you up to the current day for our daily schedule. So you can see the top, there's some different filters that you can put in. Start date, number of days shown, the start time, the end time, which days to include, what the time block is, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45, it's defaulted to 15. And then as you look down, main rink, studio rink, and then the recreation room. So just like in the current or old software, you will be able to float over top of each of these and it'll give you the information needed to write down for the daily schedule. So as you can see for Friday, we had the reservation purpose was open skate from 12 to 1:15. Keep going over. Then we have open hockey all ages from 1:30 to 2:45, open skate from 3 to 5:15, and so on and so forth. Do that for the studio rink, and then of course the rec room. Again, you can go by day here with single arrows, or move ahead. Ultimately, moving one day ahead is what you're going to want to do. So the single days, you can see it'll upload and go to the next day. So that is the super grid, really simple access point. All of these will end up being tabs at the top. So you can also have multiple things processing at once. So if we wanted to then go into passive visit processing, you also access that by going to the home screen, clicking passive visit processing. Close that, and then hit the passive visit processing, and it'll pull up, and you can see we still have our super grid floating up here that you can switch between the two. So if you come to visit processing, you'll actually be able to see anybody that's been checked in. They have different statuses, whether they were removed, swiped in, etc. Just like the old system, there's a box here to type in last names. So you can search by last name. Say you want to search for the Delaports. Go ahead and search a few the letters or the whole last name. You'll be able to find them. You'll select whoever you want to check in. You may have to select around in a few different family members in order to find one that will pull up all of their passes. Just like the current old system, each of these are drop-down menus to select which pass they have. Just be careful to make sure you're selecting either the Watts All Access Pass or the guest passes. One nice new feature is you are doing guest visits. You can actually change the visit count. We're checking in 3 people off of their guest passes, and then hit continue at that point. I don't want to check in any guests, so I'm going to go ahead and change this. There's all access pass and hit continue. And at that point, all 3 of them got swiped in. Pretty straightforward, simple. Again, if that cursor's in there, they'll be able to swipe their same key fob with the barcode. The other thing is our daily visit. So if you click daily visit, you'll then be able to come in here and add residents, non-residents, skate rentals, sharpening skates, K-cups, school skates, private lessons. So if you want to add skate rentals, you go and hit $5. Again, you can enter the number of accounts and continue. It'll then bring you into the payment screen. If you need to go back and add anything else, you go ahead and up the top left here, hit the back button. And it'll bring you back here. And as you can see on the right here, there is a shopping cart. So you can still see those 3 skate rentals are sitting in there. You can come back into daily visit. You can add your resident, 3 visits, hit continue. And again, it'll bring you into the payment screen. It's something we're working on trying to adjust, but you can always hit back again and again. You can see the two different options that we had. So we have 3 resident visits and we have 3 rectal skates. At that point, you'll be able to hit the payment screen. You can also empty the cart, if, or select an item and empty that item out. If you added too much, and restart. Once you're ready to go, you'll hit that payment screen. You'll come into here. On the left here is going to be which kind of payment you're going to make. So with total due, total paid, are they using the Visa MasterCard? Are they paying cash? Obviously, right now we're only accepting Visa MasterCard. In the middle here would be if they had any coupons or anything, which really you're never going to see or very infrequently. The far right is that kind of receipt print screen that we typically see once you get to the next page. So they included all in this same screen, which is really nice. So when you are processing a credit card, you'll want to uncheck the preview receipt and go ahead and hit print receipt. That way it will print the credit card receipt for them to sign. Keep scrolling down. You can also, if you're processing a pass membership, you sold and processed pass, you could email a receipt off to them, which I'll show you in global sales in just a moment. Again, here's a shopping cart, so it shows everything that you've bought or added. So you can click on some of these, make adjustments if you needed to, or scroll back up to the top and hit back. At that point, you're ready to go ahead and into the process payment. So it will pull up the credit card screen, very similar to the old one. Essentially, what you're going to do is you can obviously manually enter in this information, or you put the cursor in the card number box, swipe the card at that point, and it'll auto-populate everything. The only thing new that you'll have to do is you will have to enter in that 3-digit code on the back of the card. At that point, you'll be ready to hit submit payment and go through the process. And it'll clear out just like the current system. You'll hit close, and you'll be ready to process. You'll have processed that payment, and the credit card slip will come out of the receipt printer. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Go ahead and come back. And I'm going to empty the cart here. At that point, it cleared out the whole cart for me. It'll actually show any removed items from the cart too in here for now. I'm working on trying to get that removed, but for the moment, that's what it is. At this point now, we want to do a past sale. So that's where we come into global sales. Again, you're going to look up this in the old system. You're going to look up that last name. So say we're going to sell past to my family. You'll search last name, find the right household, double click on them. And the only difference this year in a couple different, or in the new system, is the pass are going to be split into 2 different areas. So it'll be a standard pass and then a punch pass. So our standard pass will be our Watts All Access. So if you hit W in this first passcode box and hit enter, they'll go ahead and bring the All Access and the senior passes. So you check that box. Then over here will be the family member selection, which is similar to what we did before. So you can select how many people you want to add. So myself, Alyssa, and Henry are going to buy them. Down at the bottom, you'll hit add to cart. And this is where you could swipe a new pass. So that's that XREF cross-reference. So you scan the card, and that'll auto-populate in there. Hit continue. You can do that for the same thing for all 3 people. Or you can skip through. Now you can see it pulled in at this point down here in the shopping cart. On the Watts computers at that point is when it would pull in to have you sign the waiver on the digital screen. So it will still have you do that. It may take a second for it to auto-populate on there and show up, and that will look slightly different, but for the most part, it's the same. You'll hit the sign, and the next page, a yellow box will pop up to sign. At this point, we're ready to actually submit payment. The one nice thing here is, say we just sold 3 passes, but they also want to purchase or do skate rentals. So you can actually come to visit here, do the daily visit here, and then add those skate rentals. So they all need skates. So now you're doing this payment in all the same process instead of having to run their credit card twice. Only difference is going to make you assign these skate rentals to people, so you can go ahead and check Henry, myself, and Alyssa, or whoever it is, it's 1 or 2 or 3, and hit continue. At that point, it's going to add skate rental pass visits accordingly. Now you can see we have the 3 $60 bulb access passes and the 3 skate rentals for $195 due. You can click on one. Oh, they didn't really need 3 skate rentals, they only needed 2, so I removed 1. At that point, now you're down to 190. Hit the payment screen. And now the same exact process that was before. The only thing is you're going to be processing credit cards or processing a past membership is that you're going to want to make sure you email a receipt. So over here on the right side in that settings box, you can preview a receipt and print a receipt, but most likely you're just going to email that receipt off to that member. Oh, I forgot to do something. I need to add, they also wanted to buy a 5-punch guest pass. So it's not going to be listed under standard pass. It's going to be listed under a punch card because that's what it is. So when you click on here, it's going to auto-populate all of our regular passes. But if you hit W, it's going to then, in the pass code, it'll then bring up the guest 5 and 10 punch options. Let's go ahead and click the 5. We're going to attach that to Atom, add to the cart. Then that cross-reference will show up. And continue. And now you can see we have 2 skate rentals, a 5-punch guest pass, and 3 all-access passes. Now we're ready to take payment. So go into the payment screen. At that point, everything looks good. They're going to pay $240 with a Visa MasterCard. We want to email them a receipt. We're not going to preview it. We'll check that box instead, and then we're going to hit process. And it'll bring us to that credit card screen where we'll make sure the cursor is in the card number, swipe the card, enter in the 3-digit code, and process payment. That's the gist of all of our processing situations in the new Rectrac. Hopefully they found this video helpful. It's a lot simpler, a lot more seamless option. All of these tabs can be closed, reopen by coming down to the home screen. I think overall it's going to be a lot easier process. A few kinks that will still work out as we go through here and clean up things. If there's any issues that pop up, definitely let me know as soon as possible so we can get those fixed. But thanks for watching this video. Really appreciate it and look forward to helping you guys learn the new system. Have a great day.